Are you ready for some football? It's the Lions and the Jaguars coming up next.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm... The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Kuntz in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 6. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ladd McConkey. 68 yards. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his seconds. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Elijah Higgins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to move back in front.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Chisholm.
This pass complete to Melton.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Chisholm.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. Bust through the tackle. This time a spin. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Pushing his way through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's got Higgins over the middle. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Tyquan Thornton,
72 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Chisholm.
He's able to find Melton.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Down to the 10.
Well, he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Ladd McConkey.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Lions now taking over late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Being chased out left. Oh, it stays up. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's Jacobs.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Jacobs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Josh Jacobs.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Flushed out right. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Josh Jacobs.
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15. Completes this one to Thornton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Option play. Here's Cook.
The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
James Cook.
44 yards.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Able to slither by. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Back to throw here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. Back now in Jacksonville.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
That one complete to McConkey.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Josh Jacobs
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This is taken in by McBride.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's good. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
Powerful running. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
2nd down and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Josh Jacobs,
48 yards.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Throwing to start the drive. Chisholm. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Firing quickly. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got room. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know. You're an offensive coordinator. You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Chisholm finding space at the 40. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Chisholm. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth